Wakelet is a very interesting tool. I kind of call it Pinterest for education. It is free to sign up on, and in this application, you create things called collections. And in these collections, you can add documents and videos, or you can even integrate into Flipgrid. And this seems well, I utilize this as a central hub, as a one-stop shop for my students. So I'll give you an example of that with this environmental systems organization of life collection. So our last unit was organization of life, and these are the resources for our classroom. So my students can click on uh, can either scan a QR code or click on a link, and they have access to where all of my PowerPoints are, all of our videos, worksheets, anything of that nature. So it's, again, a one-stop shop. And you can share this with anybody that you want to utilize. And as you can see, it goes across the board of all these wonderful applications that you can utilize it in. You can also embed it in an LMS. I do embed these in my Canvas page quite often. Also, you can create things called spaces, and I utilize these pretty readily with my kids. Unfortunately, I can't show a current one as this would be against policy, but I'll show one that I'm currently creating for grad school. And within this grad school, I'm having to create a learning resource. And within this learning resource, I wanted to embed the information that they needed to utilize, including the examples and resources and PowerPoint all in one location versus having to click on 400 different things. I know as teachers, we get all overwhelmed when we have to go to 400 different sites, and this is kind of a one-stop shop. So you can see how I'm talking about these 6 applications, including Wakelet. I absolutely love Wakelet. It is a wonderful resource to utilize in the classroom. But you can create or join a space, and within the space, you can add students to it so that they can add their own collections. So one of my next lessons is for them to create a global food web that they start out with in Google Earth. And once they create this web, they're going to upload it into their space. This is our space. They're going to upload it into the space. And then we are going to they're going to be able to share it, and we're going to be able to talk about the diversity of species around the world. And I'm very excited about that lesson. But Wakelet can also be used for your own preferences. I do have my own space where I have classroom ideas, where I saw something that I came across and I wanted to add to it. And again, to be able to edit your collection, you're just going to click this lovely little pencil button. You can edit any cover image that you would like. You can also change the layout to make it look more funky. But this plus sign is going to allow me to add all these wonderful things that I have to my collection. You can add text, paste a URL, YouTube, tweets, bookmarks, images, upload a PDF. I have Google Drive and OneDrive with my school district, and I'm allowed to be able to upload all of my work here or a video. Now, the video is Flipgrid. So if you utilize Flipgrid, that is a great tool to have. And as of recently, there is an integration between Adobe Acrobat. I can't wait to see where Wakelet takes us. It's going to be a very exciting ride. So again, anything like any awesome tool, really you just got to play around with it and see what works for you. Thanks.